All right, guys, today we're doing the DOD Delete on my 2009 GMC Yukon. And there's a little bit of a twist, so stick with me, but I'm gonna bring y'all with me during the whole process. I'm taking it up right now, and we're gonna go ahead and start by draining the oil. Let's jump right into it. So we got it out. It was taxing. It took all of us. So unfortunately was not able to get a shot of it, but here it is. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull the rockers, the rail, and I'm gonna pull the heads off and start swapping everything over. All right, so I got some of this gunk. It's an old truck, got a lot of crap in it. So I've gone ahead and sprayed some. There was a rear main leak, but also there's a bunch of oil and schmutz on this. I'm gonna go ahead and clean all this off while we're in here. So I wasn't just stripping everything down for the sake of cleaning everything and inspecting it. Although this engine does have 110,000 miles on it, I've got a little something else in store for this. This is my LS3. It's stock for now. I've gone ahead and swapped over the oil pump and the timing gear. It's got a stock camshaft in it, but a stock LS3 camshaft in it. I'm putting these 799 heads back on it for the time being, and it's gonna keep that stock cam for the time being. I've got a new set of heads that's coming for this guy, and when I put those heads on it, I'm gonna swap that cam out for a beefier cam instead of upgrading the trunnions on this, because the heads come with new rockers and new trunnions. So that's what's going on it for now, but later on, you're gonna see this thing pulled back apart, albeit still in the truck, and we're gonna put a bigger cam in it and some different heads. So assembly is gonna be a tomorrow thing. It's already 10 o'clock at night, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up for the night. But once we get this thing reassembled, it's gonna get dropped right back into the truck. So let's jump to tomorrow. Alrighty, wasn't able to do a lot of filming. It was just me and one other person, and it kind of took us both to get this thing in here. If you've pulled a truck engine before, the opening looks big enough, but it's kind of tight. It's kind of a pain. But here we are. Our good old-fashioned 6.2. Got an LS3 right now. It just has truck heads on it, but that's going to change pretty soon. It's got a stock LS3 cam in it because the other heads that I have different rockers, and I'm not buying a trunnion upgrade for these rockers because I'm only using these heads to get the swap done while my other heads are being fixed. But for right now, we have 799 heads on top of a LS3, which is stock, and we have a DOD Delete valley cover and just a couple of other little odds and ends, and we're gonna start buttoning this guy back together. All right, the filming has taken a little bit of a back seat as this has been way bigger pain than I had thought. We are a week into this swap because we've been waiting on parts. Had to get new push rods for it because the push rods I had were 25 hundredths too tall or too long. Had to get new fittings for these T-fittings. Both of these had broken. I'm sure if you've had to deal with them before, you know that they get real brittle. So those broke and had to order some new ones. And so those finally came in, and I got everything hooked up, and the wiring loom had started just coming apart, so I need to order new loom now, but that's not going to stop us from getting this thing going today. And so right now I'm waiting on my new manifold to be delivered. I'm slapping on the water pump right now. I got the harmonic balancer and the AC compressor back on. And here in the next, call it hour, we're gonna have this thing started. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the water pump back on, and we're gonna keep putting this thing back together. All right, so now we've gone ahead and filled the reservoir and the radiator, and I'm gonna let it run and I'm gonna let it heat cycle. I'm looking for a couple of things. The lifters seem to have already quieted down quite a bit, so I'm gonna let it heat cycle. I'm gonna let everything flow for a little bit, and then we're gonna take it out for a test drive. Well, I gotta put the hood back on still, but then we'll go for a drive. It took quite a bit of doing, but we've got everything done and buttoned up, and it looks really good. It looks almost stock. If it weren't for those headers down there, you wouldn't even know that there was anything done to this thing. And so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get a tune on it, and we're gonna get on the road, and we're gonna see what it can do. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is our first drive in the 6.2 Yukon. And initially this started out as just the DOD Delete, but I went ahead and put an LS3 in it. It's still got 799 heads, but it does have headers. Otherwise, it is a stock LS3 bottom end, stock LS3 cam. Oh, little guy in the road. Come on, get. All right, we're gonna give it a rip. Oh It's a little wet, but holy cow, she rips. Give it another one. Oh my God. Holy shit. This thing rips. Oh man, yeah, the brakes are next. This thing rips way too hard for the stock 2-piston brakes that comes on these things. So stay tuned for the brakes next. But holy cow, this thing rips. And we didn't even do anything crazy. It's just a 6.2 bottom end with an LS3 cam in it. That's it. 799 heads, nothing special. Good God, this thing rips. Alrighty. It's time for me to head home. But y'all, stay tuned for what's next on this truck, because this thing is going to be something crazy. I can promise you that. I'll catch you guys in the next one.